variety of different landscapes. And you'll also notice that the color saturation is much more accentuated on this side. And this is mostly post-COVID, and I want to explain that comment. The comment means during COVID, I found myself painting with more and more saturated colors, and I believe it was an attempt to just boost up my own spirit that was being weighed down by the enormity of the pandemic. And I was focused on my botanical paintings at the time, but post-COVID, I tried to figure out how can I bring those saturated colors into the landscape, and you see that reflected in some of the paintings on this wall. The second thing that this wall helps illustrate is that landscapes are really a flow of ideas that are being illustrated through the landscape. And so, for example, on this particular landscape, the foreground is very dramatic and dynamic compared to some of my other landscapes. So it really communicates to the viewer a sense of near and far in this very deep vista, for example. Similarly, there's a story behind this painting over here. This is the COVID story painting. It's the story of how we connected with our neighbors. This blue turquoise picnic table is literally in the front yard of my neighbor's house, in her front yard. And Saturdays at 6 o'clock, about right now, she would text people during the pandemic, like 4 or 5 neighbors' homes, and say, meet at the picnic table, 6:30, bring your lunch here, bring your own drink, and we would make a circle and encircle that table and start to engage each other, which before that, we hadn't really been that close as a group of neighbors. So it really shifted our relationships, it brought us out of our homes through the pandemic, and I wanted to find a way to capture that story through this painting.